Hey everyone, it's Coach Matt over here, www.primalatc.com, Primal Athlete Training Center, Cranston, Rhode Island. Well guys, we're at the very end. We're at the very finish of our rotational shot put series. And now with the rotational shot put, like we talked about, the rotational shot is a very advanced technique. The rotational shot put is something that a lot of people start to work with after they've mastered the power position throw, after they've mastered the glide shot put technique. That's normally when they'll move into the rotational shot put technique. So more than likely, everyone who's watching this video series has a pretty good idea of how to do a standing throw, has a pretty good idea how to finish the throw correctly, how to block correctly, and how to follow through and push that shot as best as they possibly can. Well, today what I'm going to talk about is the very finish of that throw. Today what I want to talk about has to deal with smoothness and efficiency. Now what I mean by that is, if you've ever watched, say, a golfer swing a golf club, if you've ever watched on TV the slow motion, the kind of frame by frame breakdown that golf analysts do when a golfer has a really good golf swing, you notice that frame by frame, everything is very smooth. Everything is very efficient. Everything kind of glides right along, no pun intended. God, I'm horrible with puns, but everything glides right along. Everything is nice and smooth. Everything is nice and efficient. There's nothing about that really nice golf swing that's all herky-jerky. You know, they're not pulling it back, they're not going all over the place. Their head stays the same spot, the arms move, everything is super, super smooth. It's almost like their arms are completely separate from their upper body. Now shot putters, especially rotational shot putters, can learn a lot from this. Okay, basically what's going on with the golf swing is they're generating a lot of power with their lower body, and their arms are following through. The arms are just sort of an attachment point for the golf club. Shot putters can learn a lot from this when they finish off their throw and when they go to push that ball. So to explain what I mean, you've blocked, you've landed in that power position, huge block, your body's coming forward, and now it's getting time, the arm is pulled in, it's getting time to let that shot put fly. It's getting time to let that arm extend all the way and push that shot put as hard as you can away from your body. Now, as we're doing this, we want to make sure that we are doing it as efficiently and as smooth as we possibly can. What I mean by that is, if you are in the proper power position, okay, your shoulder, your arm, your hand, everything is already locked back. The furthest that my shoulder can go right now is the position that I'm already in. So some things that we want to avoid, some things that will add turbulence, I guess you can say, and take away the smoothness from the throw, is trying to load that shoulder or overload that shoulder when you throw. What I mean by that is, as you go to push, if you try to pull the shoulder back to get more torque, all you're going to do is drop the elbow and pull the shot away from your neck. So we want to make sure that as we're finishing, we're simply extending and pushing along the same plane of motion. The same can be said for scooping the shot. People that try to throw and they try to get their hand underneath the shot and push upward. Again, if you look at the path of the shot, that's not smooth, because everything up to this point you're pushing up. You're pushing up and you're pushing that shot away from your body. Up and away. So if everything is moving that shot up and away, the last thing you want to happen is to affect or to get that shot put off of its normal pace, off of that angle of motion that we've already applied so much power into. You want to stay nice and smooth. A big area where I see this is in high school shot putters who try to do the rotational technique. As they come through, because they're not landing and blocking correctly, what you'll see is as their body comes through, they're trying to reload on that shot. They're trying to pull back again and then push. And look at what that's doing to the path of that shot put. The shot put's coming forward, they're then reloading and trying to push again. So they're taking all of that power, they're taking all of that speed, and everything that's been built into pushing that shot forward, and they're bringing it backward before going forward again. Okay? If you guys were taking off, if you were in an airplane, and the airplane was going forward, would you ever, in mid-takeoff, want that plane to stop and then try going forward again? Heck no. If that ever happened, I'd be off the plane. I'd pull the e-brake, I'd pull the thing, whatever. Open the door on the side. I would do whatever I could take to stop that plane from taking off, because all that speed, all that power, all that torque that the plane just built up to get in the air, they just cut it right off. So we want to make sure that as you are finishing that throw, you're just going to simply push the ball. Keep the elbow up, keep that ball moving in the same plane of motion, and just push that ball from behind, flicking those fingers out at the very end. Okay, the thumb will stay down, all your fingers are behind the shot, you're going to push and flick the hand out to the side. There's not going to be anything involved in the finish of the throw that's going to have you drop your elbow or try to somehow get the shoulder back or try to pull the chest back. Everything up to this point should have already done that for you. So sometimes the easiest part of the throw, which is just extending your arm in a nice smooth plane of motion, can be the hardest part of the throw. Ways that you fix this: real easy releases. Real easy releases. What I mean by that is that you have to swallow your pride, take a day or two, go out to the circle, shot in the hand, extend all the way, and just simply put that shot, whatever it is, 15, 20 feet. Just repeat the motion of making it nice and smooth and pushing away from your body. Don't drop the elbow and try to jump shot it. Don't try to build more torque before you push. Don't try to load up on that shoulder. Just simply push the ball and extend it away from your body. Efficiency and smoothness is what makes and what separates a great shot putter from an okay shot putter. That lack of efficiency, that lack of smoothness at the end is what could seriously hurt your throw. So make sure you guys, as you finish, it's nice and smooth, it's nice and efficient, and that ball is going to thank you for it. Your distances are going to increase, and you're going to become one of the best shot putters in your area. All right, guys, I said it before, and I'm going to keep saying it. Thank you for sending in the questions. Thank you for watching these videos over the summertime, when a lot of other throwers and a lot of other track and field athletes are taking the summer off, sitting on their butt, playing Xbox, lying out next to the pool, hanging out with their friends. The people that are watching this video are the people that really want to improve, and the people who are going to continue to throw throughout the summer to get the unfair advantage over their other throwers that are in their state. Thanks so much for checking out PrimalATC.com and watching these videos. Make sure you let your teammates and your friends know that Primal ATC is the place for you guys to come to get the best throwing knowledge and to keep improving your throws throughout the off-season.